You recording? Okay. So to tackle step 2, we have to revise the algorithm a little bit. Create the list of prime number from 1 to 60, then select the value that are greater than 30 and less than 60. So we create the list of prime number from 1 to 30, and we just select the range that we want from 30 to 60, and then we report that as a result. Okay, so number 1, we assume non-prime number to be 2 and 3. I think it's fine now to help computer just a little bit. You say, okay, 2 and 3 is a prime number. The rest, machine, you go find yourself. Okay, so we tell 2 and 3 they are prime number, and we started with 5. We don't do 4 because we know that even number is not a prime number. Okay, then we check all prime number less than 5, which is 2 and 3, right? And then if mod y and n, y is the value in consideration, n is a prime number in the range of 2 to y minus 1, equal to 0, from n equal to 2 to y minus 1, then if there is no mod that equal to 0, okay, then it's a prime number. Or if any mod equal to 0, then y is not a prime number. So the remainder equal to 0, whenever the remainder equal to 0, when we check the prime number which is less than that number, then it's not a prime number. 30 divided by 2 has a remainder of 0, so 30 is not a prime number. Okay. 33 divided by 3 has a remainder of 0, so 33 is not a prime number. Okay. So either keep y as a prime number or discard, then move to the next number. So in step 3, what do? First, you do 3.1 and 3.2, right? You do the modulo, try to find the remainder, and check, hey, do we have any mod result equal to 0 or not? For the list that we have, the list is from 2 to y minus 1. Any number in that list that make the mod result equal to 0 or not. If there's nothing in that list that make the mod result equal to 0, then we say y is a prime number. Okay? But if there is any in that list that make the mod result equal to 0, then we say, hey, y is not prime number. And then we move on. Good? Okay, for step by step. For odd number only, we start from 5, okay, and we keep checking until 60, but 60 is not an odd number, so we may have to check until 59. So we check number 5. 5 mod 5 3. Mod 5 3 equal to what? 2, right? So when you look at number 5, what is the number below 5, like from 2 to n minus 1, which is the prime number? 2 and 3. So when we look at 5, we check 2 and 3, right? So we do 5 mod 2 and 5 mod 3. 5 mod 3 and 5 mod 2, both of them are not 0, then 5 is a prime number. Add 5 to the list. Then we check the next odd number. We check 7 mod 3 and 7 mod 5. Actually, if you see this, we never check something mod 2, right? Because we just check the odd number. There's no point to try to divide it by 2. Odd number divided by 2 will have some remainder. Remainder will equal to 1 all the time. So we don't need to check that. We can skip that. So we check 7, we check 9. 9, we check, 9 mod 3 equal to 0, then we stop. For 11, we check 11 mod 3, 11 mod 5, 11 mod 7, and the next prime number from 7 is nothing, right? So 11 is a prime number too. Put this into code, okay? How do we add value into the list? Okay, I use dim plist, prime number list 1 to 5 as integer. Okay, including 1 and 5. So when I say plist 1 to 5, that is array. Okay, array. If you say plist as integer, that's just one integer. But if you say plist 1 to 5, that is 5 number, which we don't specify the value yet. So we can have P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So it's array. Array is like a list of number packed together. So if we type it this way, then plist 1 to 5 as integer. So the index is 1 to 5. So you can say plist parenthesis 1, plist parenthesis 2, plist parenthesis 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So that's array. You will see more and understand if you don't understand it. Typically, array start from 0. But if we want the index to start from 1, we say 1 to 5. If the list is full, we want to make it larger. Okay? We double the capacity. Whenever the list is full, we double the capacity. We say redim, redefine it or redimension it. Preserve plist, and this time it will be 1 to n multiplied by 2 as integer. The keyword preserve here means you don't delete everything. So let's say your array has capacity of 5 and you double it, then the new capacity will be 10, right? When you try to add it, add the capacity, add the room. So your hotel have 5 rooms and you want your hotel to have 10 rooms. You don't kick any customer in room 1 to 5, but you let them stay there. That is the same as preserve. Okay? So this is change the dimension by keeping the value that is already there. So you put preserve. Okay? So you redeem preserve. That is double the capacity by keeping the value that already exists. To check if the list is full or not, we check U bound, upper bound of the list, upper bound of the array. Okay? To get the upper bound, so go type it, U bound plist, and it will tell you what is that number. So compare the upper bound value with the number of the prime number that are found. Then you will find whether the list is full or not. Let's give you some real code. Okay. So we have the code, objective 2. Okay. We define dog, sheet. This thing is just for printing purpose. Just for printing purpose. I have plist 1 to 5. So plist is array. Who haven't get a hard time to understand array? Please raise your hand so I can explain. Otherwise, I skip. Skip. Or explain more. Okay. Okay. I will create array and show you how does it look like. Okay. Now I create subroutine. So I have B1 to 5 as double. I say B1 to 1.2, B2 So array is like a vector, you say. So each vector, let's say it's a column vector. So it has the value for each element or each row, right? So we have B, I set the value of B1 to be 5. Let me run it with the breakpoint. Okay, seems like nothing happened, but there's something happened. View local window B. I don't know how to make it larger, but okay. I put a stop point over there. I run it and I look at the local window. What you see is B is not just one B. B has B1, B2, B3, B4, and B5. Okay, and each B has a value inside. B1 is equal to 1.2, B2 equal to 4. So B3 equal to minus 5, 3.33, 11.2, 1, 4, something. So array is a collection of your double. So we have double from location 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's array. Make more sense for you? It's like a vector. Okay. So now I say, hey, the first value in the list is 2. But the first value in the array is 2. So the first prime number is 2. The second prime number is 3. X equal to 60. Because we want to find that's our upper limit, right? We want to find any prime number that is below 60. N equal to 2. Okay. What's N? Okay. Let's just memorize N equal to 2 first. Then I have the for loop. VAL, okay, just the name of the variable, equal to 5 to X, step 2. Okay. X already defined is 60, right? So I go from value equal to 5 to X, which is 60, at the step up 2. Step 2 means you have the for loop, but it doesn't go 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So it jumps by 2. It doesn't jump by 1. Okay. So this, I want to check this, the first loop, I do it to check if value VAL is prime number or not. Okay. Okay, by the way, you may see that I show you just a PDF, but you also have the source of this PDF. Okay, it's like in some presentation format. You can open it by PowerPoint, but it may not show you like this. Okay, because I use OpenOffice to create it. Okay, that's the outer loop. Then I have the inner loop. For I equal to 1 to n. Okay, we check against the list of prime number. Okay, so look at this I. I is index. Okay, I equal to 1. So right now our n is 2, right? Initially n is 2. So n is the number of the member in the list. Right now we have just 2 numbers in the list. So we have p list 1, p list 2. So the member, we have just 2. The length of this variable is just 2. So we have n equal to 2. So that the size is from 1 to 5. But p list 3, 4, 5, they are empty. We don't put anything in yet. Okay. The part that occupy is just 1 and 2. So the total size that is occupied right now is just 2. Okay, that's why I put n equal to 2. So n describe the number of element in p list that is valid. The number of prime number this is found already. So right now we found 2 prime number, which is 2 and 3. Okay. Then I go through the list with another for loop. Okay, I equal to 1 to n. So we check first prime number in the list, second prime number in the list, and we are done. Because right now our list is just 2, right? N equal to 2. Okay. And I put here, if val or value mod p list I equal to 0, then we exit the for loop. Okay. So if mod result is 0, then that is not a prime number. We don't do anything, right? So
what does it mean we exit for? So it doesn't go to the next for the
exit
inner loop?
for, okay, exit for mean you exit this for, okay, the for right above it. Okay, so if you say if exit for over here, you exit the for right above it, just that for, not the for that is far away. Okay, it's exit the immediate upper level.
So this skips all following steps, goes to the next loop.
Yeah, it skip any of these, and it go to wall equal to 6. So first step is for equal to 5, right? So basically, it did what we wanted to do, like this, right? We check number 5 first. So for this time it made check 2. I didn't do it that efficient. I have 2 and 3 in the list. So I put value equal to 5. Hey, 5 mod 2 equal to p list 1 is 2, right? 5 mod 2 equal to 0 or not? It's not. Okay. Then if I equal to n, if this is the last element, then, and if it doesn't exist yet, mean that prime number is found. Think about it. If you check 2 and you check 3, so 3 is the last number in the list, right? But it doesn't exit the loop yet. So this means 5 is prime number. If 5 is prime number, so if I equal to n, n is the end of the list already. If you are at the end of the list and you're still there, you doesn't exit the loop yet. So this means you found a prime number. Okay, if you found a prime number, we add it into the list that we have. So before we can add anything, we want to check if the list is full or not. If the list is full, we make the list larger, right? So first step, we check if the list is full or not. So we put up wall or upper bound value equal to u bound p list. So this will give us the upper bound of p list. Okay. So which is 5, right? So we create from 1 to 5. So upper bound value is number 5. So if upper bound value greater than n, so upper bound value is greater than the last element. So this means there's still some room. We still have more room to add more prime number in the list, right? Correct? So if upper bound value is not more than n, this means we don't have enough room. We need more room. Okay. So if your upper bound value is 5 and your n is 5, so in the list you have 5 number already. Yes.
Is there any other simple way that just to expand the number of the slots that we have in the array one by one if we need it, like what we do it in MATLAB?
Just MATLAB. So you mean, or use Python.
But in MATLAB, when we're doing that, we are using the dynamic things. It takes time.
Okay. So look at this. The data structure, what he asks is about the data structure. Is there a better way to do this? For this kind of data structure, you have to use other data structure, which I don't know of, first of all, and I don't want to know yet either, because I show you this to show what actually you have to do to expand your data structure. But when we actually do it, We do it in Python. You just add it. You just append. It's done. You don't need to do anything. It's very easy. Okay. So, but if you do it in C and you don't use, or in C++ and you don't use the right data structure, you may have to do this. Okay. If you use the right data structure, it will be better. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So we didn't want to ask the class if they have to choose between OpenOffice and VBA.
I told you, you do both. But when you do the homework, you just do one. When you do the homework, you just do one, and when you do the exam, you just do one. So basically, if you know just one, it's kind of fun. But the fact is, if you just put, okay, I showed you this code, right, for prime number. And I also showed you another code in VBA for the prime number. And you will see that both are very much the same, almost identical. So if you know one, you should know both. What do you think, Daniel? You don't like this idea?
No, I don't like it.
Is there a way for you to make you like it? Just VBA that you like it?
I think it's...
Do both, okay? Yes.
Because you already explained that we can use the same VBA code in OpenOffice by just putting the option at the top.
Yeah, if you don't want, you know both already. If you don't say that you, okay, let's say how odd it is if you do the job interview and they ask, do you know VBA? You said, yes, you know VBA. And they ask you, do you know OpenOffice? You said no. Isn't that strange? You should claim that you know both. Is that better? No more is better, right? So after this class, you should be able to claim that you know both. How do I test you that you know both? You can write both code. How do you write both code? If you know just VBA, and you go back to OpenOffice, and you just memorize one line. Do you remember what line that is? So you memorize
Support 1.
option VBA support 1. Then you know both. If you don't memorize this, you just know VBA. Who should I hire? The person who knows both or the person who knows one? Know both, right? And for you to know both, memorize that. Option VBA support 1. I don't think that's too much to request, is it? Memorize that. Okay. Let's go through the prime number a little bit more. So what we do is, this part is to check if the room is full already or not. If the room is not full, then we add, hey, p less n plus 1 equal to wall. So we add the value in the list. And then we say the current guest that we have in our hotel or in that room, in the total room is added by 1, n equal to n plus 1. Update the number that we have in the room, okay? So we have 10 rooms, we have 9 people, 1 more people come, we say, okay, total number of people in hotel now is 10. So this is the update. So else, if the upper bound is not more than n, so upper bound is 10, we have 10 people, so 10 rooms cannot accommodate more people because we already have 10 people. We have to double the size. Hey, build more room for more customers to come. How much more to build? We preserve double. Okay? P less n multiplied by 2 as integer. So we preserve double number. Okay? So instead of having 10 rooms, we have 20 rooms. And then we have enough room. But we don't kick the current customer out. We preserve them. Okay? Put that keyword. Then we say, okay, p list n plus 1 equal to wall and n equal to n plus 1. Update. And then end if. End this if. And then next I. Next I mean you check, the I loop here is to check each member in the array. Okay. The array is from 2 to x minus 1 or y minus 1. So you have to check if it is divisible from the value which are prime number below it or not. And the value that is prime number below it, we put it in the list. Okay? And we expand the list if our list is full. Okay? Another way to do this is instead of p list equal to 1 to 5, you say p list equal to 1 to 60. We try to search for 60 number, right? At most, every one of them is prime number. So if you have p list from 1 to 60, you don't need to reserve more room, okay, but that may not be efficient. Okay? So if you go from, you want to check the prime number from 1 to 1 million, and you preserve from 1 to 1 million, that's okay, your computer can do it. Some computer may not be able to do it, but if you can do it, you don't have to expand the list anymore. Another way to do it is to not keep it, okay? But we will talk about that later. Like when you find the prime number, instead of keeping it in your RAM, in your memory, you write it down or something, okay? So this way, this second loop is to check each member in the prime number list, okay? So if I check 31, my prime number list will be some number which is from 2 to 30, which is prime number only, right? So when we check all prime number which is in the list, then we can move on. Hey, I'm done with 5, then I do 6, I do 7, I do 8. I understand that by just this, you may not understand fully. So, there's no homework, but when you go back home, you try to debug it. If you use VBA, you put that yellow thing, okay, breakpoint, and you run, and you start at the breakpoint, and you run step by step. Find out what happened, or you delete some part of the code. Instead of having 1 to n, you delete n, you say 1 to 2, you see what happened, okay? Or you print out the number for every step. That's how you understand the code more, okay? So that's a calculation step, okay? We finish the calculation step. At the end, we get the list of the prime number. Then we print it. The difference is this part. You see, it's like a little bit long, right? Doc.sheet, get by name, get cell by position. If you use Excel or if you use VBA, you just type cell something, okay? Then you print for I equal to 1 to n, so print everything in the list. On, what is this? 7i. Column 7, row I or something. So this part is for printing. So the first part is to print everything in the list. The second part, you print just the needed number. Look at this. Sheet.get cell by position 80. So for first row, column 9, you print the word needed answer. Okay? And you print just the number that is between from 30 to 60. So the original question is to find the prime number from 30 to 60, right? We just want to print those numbers. To print just those numbers, we have, okay, cell equal to get sheet by position something, and then if that number is more than or equal to 30 and less than or equal to 60, then we print. Otherwise, we don't print. Okay? When we print, we change the index of printing. Okay? We get this on column H and I. If you do it on VBA, you run the code, you get that. Okay? That is on VBA. And let's take a look at VBA code. See whether you can claim that you know both or not. Okay? When you say, hey, I know VBA, but I don't know OpenOffice, it's very strange. And I don't want you to say that, okay? Please, you just say you know both. Why? Look at this. Start is the same. You start with redeem plist 1 to 5. So that's maybe one thing that's different, right? You have just dim over there, but you have redeem over there. Okay, it's a very small difference. And you will find this different when you run the code and it's have error. Okay, so n, s, val, I, up val, they are the same. P list 1 equal to 2, P list 2 equal to 3, n equal to 2. Those are the same. We have double for loop, nested for loop at step 2. That's the same. Mod, same thing. That's same. Exit for, same. U bound, same. Everything is the same. So if the list is full, or if the list is not full, we add the number in and we count the number that is in the list. That's the same. If the list is full, we redeem and preserve. Okay, then we have more. Everything the same, except the print part. The print part, we have, okay, cell.value equal to this instead of dog get sheet by position or something. Okay, that's too long. And we just cell I plus 1 p list something needed answer. So this is a code. The point is not like, hey, memorize this and do the exam. I think it's too long for the exam. What do you think when you want to memorize this? My point is, if you have the homework, you should be able to use this and adjust it, right? So, for example, look at this. I have from objective 3, what is objective 3? Print the prime number 19,997 and from, okay, this is a list from high number, high value to low value, okay, 19927 to 19997. So this is a list of prime number in a certain range, okay. I think that's, or you do it later as homework. So you use the code that we already talked about. Use the step -1 to move backward in the loop. So look at this. When you try to print it, the number, you have ascending order, right? You have from low value to high value. But if you want to print it backward, you use step equal to -1. We don't go into detail yet because you don't have the homework yet. The homework comes next week, I think. Before the end of the class, I want to mention this. The main difference is this. VBA is not free. OpenOffice is free. You may not feel any of this yet, okay? Because you're in university and everything is free and you can use it, right? But if you work on a rich company, you don't have any problem. If you work on a poor company, then you have the license problem and they cannot effort to buy all the license. They may decide, okay, just use OpenOffice, okay? VBA capitalize letter and adjust the spacing automatically. OpenOffice doesn't, okay? Some difference in row column, okay, reference to cell. VBA use row column, but OpenOffice use column row. Both can redeem preserve, okay? Array declaration with a specified size, dim A5 as long, cannot be redeemed. So if you dim something for array with a 5 member, you cannot redeem it in VBA, but you can do it in OpenOffice. Okay, and you can use WPS Office for Linux paid version that has VBA and close to Excel. Okay, very close to Excel. Free version of WPS Office in Ubuntu doesn't have VBA, but you all just use VBA, right? So WPS Office is just like Excel version in Linux. Okay, enjoy the weekend, and next time we talk about homework. And if you have questions, please come to see me. Okay, I'll go back home, try your code. Please stop.